What's up, guys? We are back in the garage. I haven't done a video in a while. 951's here. It's been great. Been driving it. But I wanted to talk about an upgrade that a lot of us purchase that's kind of on the cheapy side that a lot of you guys probably don't know. Go right to the workbench. Here is our recirculation valve. This is your typical Lindsay Racing unit. I have the lid popped off right now so we could check out the inside. We are comparing it to the Tial QRJ upgraded recirculation valve. The Lindsay unit, most of us have. And for your basic K26, you know, it works. But I just wanted to take them apart and compare the two, show you guys what's going on. I've actually done some leak testing on this, and it does leak. No matter what you do, it's going to leak under boost. Depends on how much, you know, on how worn your unit is. Some leak more than others. This one leaks. It's not huge, but at 20 PSI, if I put a rubber glove over the other side, it'll slowly start to fill it up. Excuse the black stuff on there. That was from a previous leak because this is threaded in on this side. And depending on which way you have this installed, this will leak here. Again, something else you should check when you boost leak check your intake track. Guaranteed that'll leak because this fitting screws in, does not have any sealer, does not have any O-ring behind it. So if this side is on the pressure side, which is actually the wrong way to mount this, it's gonna leak. Anyways, opening this up. This has a upgraded spring that I purchased for a little bit stiffer. I was having problems with the new Voodoo Turbo. What happens is there's so much air volume, this valve does not have time to react, and it slightly opens. So to counter that, I went with a bigger spring. It seemed to help, but there's other drawbacks to that as well. This unit has been freshly serviced by me. You could take these apart. Recommend to put some heavy like wheel bearing grease on the O-rings. Tops off, and you can see small vacuum fitting. Nothing fancy, it's just machine CNC. And this is your valve inside here. I don't know if you guys ever taken this apart, but this is your valve. There's no O-ring seals for the actual valve face. It's just a machine fit inside and outside. The seals for the piston, or the valve I should say, are these just rubber O-ring seals, double sealed, because obviously they knew they leaked, so they doubled it up. And there's some grease in here from me just lubing it up. And you can see this is the fitting I was talking about. It's just machined. There's no O-ring. It leaks. You could test it. So does this face. This face gets dirty. Piston doesn't sit right. It leaks. So it's pretty much as cheap as you can get for a valve, to be honest with you. After looking at this QRJ, I was like, holy shit, this Lindsay stuff is cheap. Probably made in China stuff that they're marking up and selling to us. Kind of like their turbos, but that's a whole different subject we'll talk about some other day. Anyway, so this is the Lindsay valve. Nothing fancy, right? Let's go over to the QRJ. As you can see, valve body's huge. These are 1.5 inch inlets and outlets. Here's the other one. Versus the tiny, tiny ports of the Lindsay. So right off the bat, you're getting probably double the flow out of this valve. You have to change the fittings on your pipes, but that's part of the game. Nice machined valve. Purple's the way to go because, you know, purple power. Again, machine unit. No messy threads like the Lindsay Racing unit has inside there. Nice machine finish. Here is your piston or valve, and this is fancy pants, dude. So right here we have a O-ring to seal against the surface. Way better than your Lindsay, just mechanical seal. This is going to seal 100%. This one is not. Also, we have a diaphragm versus just a machined fitting on a Lindsay unit and O-rings. Those will leak. Diaphragms don't. And obviously with today's technologies, these diaphragms are pretty strong. Also, the plunger that is activated with the vacuum. I'll show you how it works in a minute. Teflon coated, so low wear and just better performing. Here's the top, and you can see that slides in and out of this piece here. So all around, much better unit, better flow, better valve, just better design. This is true stuff here. This is race car stuff, top of the line, you know, can't get much better. This is your typical eBay turbo kit stuff that they're marking up and selling you like crazy. And do the testing for yourself. I've tested it. Boost leak your intake manifold. Check this thing for leaks. Take it apart. You'll see how dirty it is. You'll see that it leaks. It might not be so noticeable on smaller turbo units running, you know, 15 PSI. You know, you're still gonna get a leak. But you start upgrading these turbochargers and making more boost. I run mine at 22 PSI. This thing leaks. It caused a lot of problems. Upgrading the spring did help, but it still leaked. So this is the new unit. It's gonna be installed later on this week, but it is awesome. Just way better quality than that unit is. Just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff about it. It's really cool. Took them apart to show it to you. If you have any questions, post them up. Take it easy, guys.